Very good morning to all. Today's sessions I am going to explain about the most important topic, method and types of method. Okay. This session I going to explain about methods and the types of methods. Okay. These two things I want to explain going to explain you method and type of method. First of all, what is the definition? What is the definition of method? Method means what? हम लोग मेथड को क्या बोलते हैं? ठीक है? What do you mean by method? Method is simple. Uh, it's a subclass. It's a subclass. Method is a subclass used for implemented logic of object creation or object operation. Okay. In simple term, it is a subclass that used to implementing logic of an object operations. Okay. If I give a definition, then the definition will be method is a is a sub is a block of a class that's used for implementing logics of an object operation This is the definition. Okay. Then another thing, suppose I declare example. Okay, example class. Suppose I declare a class name. Suppose let's say example class. Example is the class. Okay, I define a class. Then the declaration, what things are allowed and what things are not allowed. First, we have to know what things are allowed or what things are not allowed in a declaration. Only class, okay, inside a class declaration, what things are allowed or what things not allowed. Inside a class, basically, variables are allowed. Second thing is what? Method declarations. Well, simple, right? Means no declaration. Third thing is constructor declaration, short form like DEC declaration. And fourth thing is inner classes. Those four things are allowed. But inside a class, we cannot allow the logic. This is allowed. Those things are allowed. Okay, those things are allowed. But whose things are not allowed? Whose are not allowed? Those things are inside a class. Variable assignment, method calls, and also if condition, loop. Then I write system output printer. We are writing system output. This is not allowed. And object creation. Simple point. Inside a class, only declaration are allowed. Those are what? Variable declaration. Okay, right? Variable declarations, method declaration, constructor declaration, inner class. Those things are allowed. But inside a class, there is not logic not allowed. Only allowed those things. Okay, logic means variable assignment, method call, if condition, loops is not. Those are not allowed. Okay, these are not allowed. Simple. Okay. Then, what is the rule of method? Rule. Is there any rule? Yes, there is rule. Logic must be placed inside a method. If we create a class and you want to put some logic inside a class, then you have to create a method. Inside method, you can implement or you can store your logic. Not directly by class level. Directly by class level, you cannot do. or implement, you cannot apply the logic. Simple. ओके, अगर आप कोई भी क्लास कर रहे हो, क्लास के अंदर आपको अगर कोई लॉजिक भी इंप्लीमेंट करना है तो आप क्लास लेवल में नहीं कर सकते, आप सिंपल एक मेथड क्रिएट करके उसके अंदर आप डाल सकते, सिंपल. ओके, दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द रूल. If you place logic at class level, then what is happening? If you place class level logic, then simple compiler throw error. Okay, simple compiler throw error. So at the class level, we are allowed to place only variable method creation statement. Okay, variable method creation we are allowed to place. The logical statement as like a method call, validation, calculations, data printing, relation statement. Once you place inside a method, you can place it inside a method because those statements are considered logic. Okay, logic means method calls, validation, calculation, okay, data printing. Those are called logic. Okay, these are called logic. So this is not be accessible. Suppose, okay, I give example. So I open my pant, mesh pant. Okay, in pant, I declare a class. Suppose I declare a class name. Okay, I think this is not working. Yes, I declare a class. Suppose class name is example. Suppose class name is example. Okay, in the example, this is a class. Okay, I declare a class. This is an example class. In the class, I want to declare a non-static variable int a equal to 10. Okay, int a equal to 10. If I write int a equal to 10, it is a variable declaration. It is a variable declaration. So in this time, there is no compile time error happened. Okay, this is time. There's no compile time error, and this will be allowed. This is allowed. This is allowed. This is allowed. Okay. Suppose I write another thing. I write one method. The method name is suppose inside a class method. If you want to declare a method, you can declare. You can declare. Suppose I declare a method. Uh, Here I want to declare a method. Simple method name and write static method. Create uh, static void method m1 method. You can write, and if you want some, so the outputs, then system the output some logic. Suppose it is some logic, and this is also you can doing. There's no problem. This is also allowed. This is also allowed. This is also allowed. But inside a class, if you want to create modifications, okay, modifications or any this time 20 equal to 20, then that time this is not allowed in class level. This is not allowed. This is not allowed. Okay, those things are not allowed. Modifications, if you want to doing, the modification doesn't are allowed here. Okay, then second thing is, if you want to create object, you can create examples. For example, as object I create example e equal to new example. Okay, then object creation statement also possible. There is no compile time error, any execution error. This is also allowed. Okay, suppose you want to create you know condition, if and conditions you place inside a class. Suppose if condition, suppose like you create if a equal to 10. Suppose this type of logic plus inside something logic is that this is not allowed. Those things are not allowed. Those things are not allowed. Logic you cannot place. Logic you cannot place inside a class level. This also compile time error. Okay, those things. And method calling, suppose you write a method m1 method. Suppose you write m1 method, you want to call the m1. This is not possible. This is also not possible. Okay, Those things are not possible in method in class level. Okay, I think you got a clarity. Okay, understood or not? Those things are not allowed. In second thing, okay. Then go to the next part of the discussion. Next part of discussion is that the method terminology. Methods terminology. The method terminology. The method terminology. Okay, the method terminology. Method terminology contains so many things. Method terminology, so many things. Okay, I explain one by one. What is first one is pro, uh, method prototypes. Method prototypes. Method prototypes. Then second one is contain method body. Third one contain method parameters. Parameters and arguments. And arguments. Fourth thing contain method signature. Signature, like short form, and return type. Method return type. Sixth one is those things. Method type, parameter. Okay, those things. Contain those five things or any more anything present, but those things are main thing. Okay. Then what is a method prototype? Prototype means what? Suppose uh, suppose you have a static method. Suppose static void. Suppose method name is R. Okay. R method, you have some parameter int a and int b. You have some parameter. Okay. Actually, those who write those things, those things is called prototypes method. Okay. Suppose I give some certain things. The head portion of method is called method prototypes. Suppose if the method I declare in this method something I write some logic inside a method. I should write some logic. Okay, write some logic. Those part those part is called head position of the method is called method prototype. Okay, and inside a method whatever you logic write, those things is called method logic, and the entire part is called method body. Entire method body. Simple thing. Method prototype is the head portion of method is called method prototype, and the curly bracket open and close region is inside that anything you write logic. This is called method body. Okay, and inside statement inside body is called logic. Simple. I give a diagrammatical. Yes, I see you diagram in this form. See, I declare starting method. This portion is called method prototype. This is called method prototype. And inside open bracket close it, whatever I write, this is called method logic. And those part is called open bracket to close bracket. Those are called method body. Those things are method code. Okay. Then int a int b is called what? Int a int b basically called the variable which are declared parentheses. Those are this is open parenthesis, close parenthesis. These are called parameters. Those are called parameters. Okay. The variable which are declared inside open parenthesis, close parenthesis is called parameters. The variable declared method parenthesis are called parameter. And inside a method, inside parenthesis, those variables are declared in the individual. Those are called arguments. Those are called arguments. Okay. uh, those are called arguments, or input values are also called arguments. Okay, this is called argument. simple write that method prototype is head portion of a method is called method prototype. You can write a note. Head portion of method is called prototype, and body means the reason. Flower bracket open, flower bracket close reason is called that method's body, and the statement placed inside a method is called methodology. Okay, and method parameter is that the variable declared in method. Parenthesis, this is open parenthesis and close parenthesis is called parameters. And what is my signature? Sorry, argument. Argument is a variable passing to parameters are called arguments. Okay, so parameter. This is called what? Arguments. Then what about our signature? Signature means basically combination of method name and parenthesis list. This means combination of method name and parameter list is called signature. Suppose yes, I give a okay. Suppose yes. Suppose I write a okay. I write a void. Okay. I write void r method. I declare void r something in behind inside the method. I write parameter int I and int b. Okay. I write those things and give open bracket and close bracket. Okay. Open bracket, close bracket. I think you understand. Open bracket and close bracket. And what is method signature? Method name, method name, and sorry. Okay, declare word R int A int B. Then I want to show what is the signature. Method name plus parameter name. Method name plus parameter. Here is method name is R is the method name and parameter is int A int B. Okay. So those things is called those thing is called basically what those thing is called method methods signature okay method name this add is called add is called method name add is called method name and parameter is this int a int b which is present inside parenthesis is called parameters list is called method what method signature. This is all about method signature. Okay, I think you understand. Okay, then going to our next thing, signature. Then what is the definition of that? Simple write a definition. Definition is combinations of combination of method methods plus parameters. Method and parameters is called signature. Then return type means return type is the data type keyword that placed before the method is called named as method return type. That means in previous example I have given a thing void r something I write method and open bracket close bracket given in this form. Then okay, yes, open bracket close bracket. This is also given. I want to cut it those part. Okay, and the void is called return type. Simple the keyword placed before. It is placed before the method. This is a method name. Before this is called return type. Those things is present is called return type.
They will develop over the type of value returned from the method after the execution. Okay, then I give a main method terminology, uh, complete program, but in this part is showing everything. Everything I will show you. I see you a photo, picture that is give more clarity. Okay, I open it. I already created something. Yes, this is the part. This is a public static environment. In public static environment, public is called accessibility modifier. Static is called modifier. Okay. Static is modifier. Okay, and void is called return type. And both main method and parameters combined is called signature. And the head portion is called. This is the head portion. The head portion is called prototype. And arch is a parameter name. Parameter type is string. Okay, this is called totally body part, and inside a body there is open bracket, close bracket present. This is beside, inside that is called logic, and this is a main method. Okay, main. This is a main. Okay, this is a main method calling statement. This is the main method calling statement. Main new string up. This is called argument, and this is main method calling. This is all about. This is all about method terminology. Just keep a complete idea. Public is called as this modifier. Static is the execution level modifier. We call this modifier, but it also called execution level modifier. Static this is called execution level modifier. Void is return type. Int also, if you write instead of int also return type. But if you write void, then if we don't want to enter any value from the method, then we use the term the method is void, because if you write void, then no one will return. But if you write int, you should be return a value to the method. Okay, this is those things. And method completion execution having two methods. Basically, body content two type of methods. Okay, basically body content two type of method. One is concrete method. One is concrete method, and second one is abstract method. Simple the concrete method, abstract method. Concrete method means the method, the creating method with body is called concrete method. Definition. Basically, if the concrete method means creating creating create a method with body is called concrete method, and abstract method is simple. Creating a method without body is called abstract method. Create a method without body is called abstract method. Okay. Next concrete method and the abstract method. It's all about the creation of. Okay. Then I think you have got idea about those things. Two or three things more important. You have to remember those pictorial view. This is all of it, method. And the second video I explain about the types of method. This is this is enough for today. The next session I will give the types of method. Okay, that's about today. Thank you for watching the videos.